so frustrating. So frustrating are the New York Jets. I am one of the only people in the world of the Jets, of the NFL, who said that the New York Jets today, my birthday, would beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. And had Aaron Glenn just taken the 1 point, we wouldn't have had to go for 2. And what did I predict on last night's Saturday show? I said the New York Jets and the Steelers would go to overtime. The Jets would win it on a Nick Folk field goal. And had they not just kicked the field goal in the first half and then went for, instead of going for 2, they wouldn't have had to do that in the second half, and the game would have been tied. We would have went for overtime, and the Jets would have had their chance. But no, something remarkably stupid once again cost the Jets the game. Now, that's not the only thing, but as soon as that happened, as soon as Aaron Glenn decided, and Nick Folk missed that extra point, it was a gift given to us. Finally, the New York Jets were given a gift by the football gods. And what did we do with it? We stomped on it. We stomped on it and said, no, you know what? No, we're greedy. We are going to be greedy right now, and we are instead going to go for 2 instead of taking the gift of a missed extra point and just putting it in for 1. We would have been tied at the end of the game. This defense should have played Aaron Rodgers so much better. There's no team in the league that played Aaron Rodgers more last season than the New York Jets at One Jets Drive in Florham Park. And yet, Aaron Rodgers comes out. Why couldn't he play like that at all last season? Why couldn't he have played like that last season? 4 touchdowns, 244 yards, 22 for 30? Are you joking me? I don't think we saw one Aaron Rodgers game last year that looked like that. And there were pluses for the Jets. We'll get to that a little later. But the frustration of, once again, the Jets doing Jet things. I'm not going to say the Jets jetted like nobody's ever jetted before. Because in the end of this game, when Quincy Williams, I believe it was Quincy Williams, late in the third quarter, for a first down, Aaron Rodgers pitches the ball. They're going nowhere. Quincy Williams with the late hit out of bounds, giving them 15 yards and a first down on a personal foul penalty. The Jets fell apart in the second half. They kept up, which is something that they usually don't do, but they just fell apart. In the whole first half, we only had one real penalty. One real penalty. I'm not counting, who was it? I don't even remember. I have to look. Who was it? I want to say it was Simpson. Yeah, okay. Kudos to Simpson protecting Justin Fields when Justin Fields got hit when he shouldn't have gotten hit by the Pittsburgh Steelers. There were so many calls against that would have been called if the New York Jets had done it. That Watt hit on Justin Fields after he had handed off the ball. Had that been Josh Allen, had that been Tom Brady, had that been Patrick Mahomes, that would have been a roughing the passer personal foul penalty, but the Jets will never get those calls. The Jets will never get those calls. And Quincy doing that, as soon as Quincy did that late hit, I said, oop, here it comes. Here it comes. And lo and behold, that led to a touchdown drive, and then the Jets started jetting. The Jets started jetting as they always do, and they get the ball back, and immediately Gibson's and fumbles the ball, giving Pittsburgh the ball, on the 20? I don't even remember. On the 20-yard line, an easy score for Aaron Rodgers and company. And I almost lost all hope. In normal Jets, Rodgers and them keep scoring, and it's just over at that point. So I will give Justin Fields, I will give Braylon Allen, I will give Breece Hall over 100 yards in this game. Justin Fields, 3 touchdowns, 16 for 22, 218 yards. Breece Hall, over 100 yards in this game, rushing. I will give the Jets credit. After that, they came back, scored, retook the lead. But unfortunately, at the end of the game, it is what it is. And like I said, had Aaron Glenn decided to just take the gift given to the New York Jets, we would have been tied at the end of the game, exactly as I predicted last night on the Saturday night show, and we would have gone into overtime and had a shot. So frustrating to watch the New York Jets do what they do. But I will say this. A much improved performance. They held in there with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And guys, I want you to do me a favor. If you like this content, if you want more of this content, I do reaction videos after every I'm going to continue, by the way. I do reactions after every game. Please hit that thumbs up and comment down below, because I respond to all comments. If you comment, you Steelers fan, Jets fan, whatever, I will get back to you. especially within the first 24 to 48 hours. I'm always making sure that I can talk back and forth with people who are interested in football. I love football. But the more of the falling apart by the New York Jets, one real penalty in the first half. I'm not going to blame Simpson for defending Fields on that last play of the game, or the last play of the half. But how many penalties in the second half? 7, 6, 7, 8? All of a sudden, all these penalties start rolling in. And I just don't understand how you could become so undisciplined when in the first half you were disciplined like no Jets team in a half a decade. Maybe even a decade, that first half of football. It is so frustrating. We are live. I am live. Maddie and myself are live every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are live every Monday night at 9:30, meaning tomorrow night we will go into detail about this game at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. And I hope all of you are there because the frustration is real. This is a game the Jets should have won. This is a game the Jets could have won without dumb, stupid mistakes. Penalties mounting up in the second half, not taking the gift of a free redo on an extra point, and then dumb penalties, like just the dumb penalties throughout the game. The one thing I will say is Jets, Jets, when they were down, and I thought, forget it. They came back with a long, methodical drive and scored and took the lead again in the fourth quarter. Rodgers had to make something happen, and he didn't really. Credit to their field goal kicker nailing like a 62-yard field goal to win the game. You can't knock the guy there. They had luck on their side. And once again, football luck, it goes against the Jets all the time. How about that throw? How about that throw that bounced off 4 or 5 guys and still into the hands of one of the Pittsburgh, I think it was Metcalf, into the hands of one of their receivers so that they could then get that field goal. Like I said, I am Midnight Mike. Please subscribe. Please hit that thumbs up. And I believe me, I don't even know what to say at this point. I predicted a Jets victory in overtime, and had everything gone the way it was, it would have happened. I don't know what to say. I'll think about it. I will compose myself tomorrow night, 9:30. Let's do it. I am Midnight Mike, and I can't wait to see you next time. New NFL season. I'm pumped, regardless of the loss. I'm pumped. I hope you are. Have a good night.